Her hands tremble as she picks up a phone she secretly hidden. She dials her friend's number, her heart racing. Before the call connects, the door opens. Taehyung stands there, calm expression unreadable. His gaze goes straight to the phone. Your hand shakes. The phone slips and hits the floor with a small crash. Without a word, Taehyung steps forward and crushes the phone beneath his shoes. The sound of breaking plastic echoed in the silence. You tearful, I want to talk to someone. Taehyung dangerously low. You don't need anyone else. His tone isn't loud, but it's cold enough to make her freeze. Yet his hand rises, brushing a tear from her cheeks. Taehyung, don't make me lose control. He turns and leaves, leaving her tremble but confused because hidden behind his warning there had been worry. Rain falls outside. The sound makes the world feel lonelier. You lies awake, watching Taehyung sleep peacefully beside her. Her heart pounds. If you leave now, maybe I can escape. Bear a foot. She steps out of the room. The mansion is dark and silent, except for the guard patrolling outside. She slips through the corridor and reaches the black gate, her fingers shaking as she tries to unbolt it. Suddenly, a deep voice behind her is smooth, quiet, terrifying, calm. Taehyung whispers near her ear, she running away from me is useless. You freezes. The warmth of his breath brushes against her neck. She turns slowly. He's there, expression unreadable, eyes burning dark, possessive. Taehyung steps closer until the space between them disappears. Taehyung, you think I will not notice? You missing from my side, you shuddering. I just wanted to go home. He tightened his head slightly, a faint smile forming. Taehyung, home, you are home. Before she can reply, Taehyung bends down, one arm under her knees, the other around her back. In a single smooth motion, he lifts her emotionlessly. You gasps, clutching his shirt. Taehyung, stop fighting me softly, teasingly. You will only make me hold you tighter. She doesn't move this time. His heartbeat tugs against her ear as he carries her through the hallway. His scent, warm and dangerous, surrounding her completely. Back in the room, he gently sets her down on the bed. You turns away, blinking back tears. Taehyung leans closer, voice low and rough. Taehyung, you can hate me all you want, but you will still be mine. He brushes a strand of hair behind her ear, gazing her cheek. Taehyung, now sleep. You are safe. Then I am here. He lays beside her, just watching the ruthless Mafia King who could make the world tremble. Now can't stop staring and what fragile girl asleep beside him. Taehyung sits behind his desk, the glow from a single lamp illuminating a fine spread open before him. His expression is unreadable, cold yet heavy with something unspoken. Taehyung decided to look into Yu's past not as a Mafia King but as the man who couldn't stop thinking about his wife sleeping in his mansion. His man entered silently, placing a file on the desk. All photos, documents, memories trapped in paper. His man returned with a file, old photo documents, and a truth that twisted something inside him. Yu had been adopted when she was only 6 years old. Her adoptive parent had once seemed perfect, smiling, happy, full of promises. But things changed. Her father had fallen into gambling. Slowly debts swallowed their life to escape. They had left everything behind. Even her. Taehyung jaw tightens, his finger press against the edge of the table. Taehyung softly to himself. They abandoned her. He stares at the report in silence, remembering the fear in her eyes, the way she trembled even when she tried to act strong. That innocence, that loneliness. For a long moment he said nothing, just silence, the kind that burnt. You walks down the corridor carrying a tray. Her steps are careful but her foot slips. The tray crashed onto the floor, glass shattering across the marble. She kept softly. She tries to hide her hand, but blood trickles from a cut on her palm before she can move. Taehyung appears fast, silent, controlled. Taehyung grabbing her wrist gently. What happened? His tone is deep, anger wrapped in concern. You quietly, it's nothing. He noticed the blood, his expression darkening, his entire aura shifts and ruthless, protective. Without another word, he guides her to the couch. Taehyung said, "You hesitated." I said, "It's fine." Taehyung, "Fine," said you. She obeys, her heart pounds. He leaves for a moment and returns with a small first aid box. His touch is careful, cold, fingers moving gently as he leans the wand. Taehyung quietly, "Why don't you tell anyone?" You, "I don't want to bother you." He looks up, his eyes softened for a second, then hardened again. Taehyung, low, intense, "You think I did be bothered? You don't understand, do you? You are not just anyone here." You confused, "Then who am I to you?" He finishes wiping the bandage, fingers brushing her skin, then almost a whisper, Taehyung softly, "You are my love, my responsibility." His voice is dark, possessive, not gentle, but full of something unspoken. Your heart skips a beat. You quietly, "Still thank you." Taehyung freezes for a moment, his mask slips, showing something almost human. Then he smirks faintly, shaking his head. Taehyung is more dangerous. I don't help strangers. I protect what's mine. He stands turned away at the doorway. He pauses, his voice softer now. Taehyung quietly, "Be careful next time. I don't like seeing you hurt." You sit on the bed staring at her bandaged hand. Moonlight spills across the sheets. She couldn't stop replaying his words. "You are my love, my responsibility." Why did it sound both like a warning and promise? She sighs softly, lost in thoughts. There was something strange about him. Ruthless, yes, but not heartless. Every time she thought he did hurt her, he did the opposite. He scared her, yet somehow made her feel safe. The door opens quietly. Taehyung steps in. Taehyung softly, "You are not asleep." I couldn't." He walks closer, stops beside her. Taehyung, "You shouldn't think too much. It doesn't suit you." You, small voice, "Why do you care?" He leans closer, shadows playing across his face. Taehyung quietly, "Because I can't stop." Her breath catches his words, heavy with meaning. He gently touches her hair, thumb brushing her temple. Taehyung, low, "Don't be scared of me, you." She doesn't reply, her hands twist nervously. He gives a faint smile, then turns towards the door. Before leaving, he stops. Taehyung, without looking back, "Your parent doesn't deserve you. They left you once, I wouldn't." He walks out the room, falls silent, except for the sound of your heartbeat. The black cars cut through the lonely forest road. The world outside is silent, trees bending under the cold winds. Inside, Taehyung drives in silence, his expression unreadable. Beside him, you sit quietly, hands folded. Every time she glances at him, his jaw is clenched. Powerful distance, almost frighteningly calm. The car stops in front of a massive glass wall. Villa hidden deep inside the forest. The silence is haunting, only the wind brushing against tall trees. This is a world far from Seoul, a world ruled by Taehyung. You steps out, breath catching at the sight. The villa is dark and elegant, black marble, cold lights flickering through the windows like whisper of fire. Taehyung, low, I'm here, no one can hurt you. Your eyes meet him for a brief moment before she looks away. You softly, but I am afraid of you. Taehyung pauses, his jaw tightens, but there a flicker of emotion in his eyes. Taehyung quietly, you will learn, fear keeps you safe. He leads her inside. The air smells faintly of leather and chatter, strong like him. Their footsteps echo through the quiet hallway. They reach the bedroom. Taehyung stops near the door. Taehyung softly rests. He turns toward the balcony, lighting a cigarette. The fan glow illuminates his face, calm, ruthless, heartbreaking, beautiful. You watch him feeling something she can't name, fear or fascination. The forest outside is alive, not with peace but with whisper and danger. The wind howls through the trees, the leaves restless, and somehow far away a lion roars, deep, wild, powerful. Inside the villa, everything is silent. 𝒂𝒏, uneven breathing. She lies awake, eyes wide open, staring in the ceiling. The golden lamp light flickers across the walls. She pulls the blanket tighter around herself. You whisper to herself, why does it feel so cold? Her heart beats faster as another roar echoing closer. You barely audible. What was that? Beside her, Taehyung lies on the side, eyes closed, breathing steady. Even in sleep, he looks powerful, dominating the silence. Another roar shakes the light. You flinches, covering her ears. Fear takes over. Without realizing it, she turns towards him. Then, trembling, she presses her face against his chest, clutching his shirt tightly. Taehyung's eyes open, sharp then softly, when he sees her curl against him like a fragile kitten. Taehyung, low, rough with sleep. She freezes, fingers tightening on his shirt. You nervously, I am sorry, I didn't mean to, I just got scared. His lips curve slightly. Taehyung, quiet cackle. Scared of what? You small voice the sound outside. It like something is coming closer. He lets out a faint laugh, his deep voice rumbling against her cheek. Taehyung, that's just the jungle. It's wild, not cruel. You what? But what if? Before she can finish, his arms slide around her waist, pulling her closer. His breath brushes her hair. Taehyung, softly, you think I did let anything touch you? You breath hitches. You quietly. You scared me sometimes. Taehyung, simple, I know, but you shouldn't. If I scare you, it's only because I care too much. She looks up at him, and for the first time, she doesn't just see the ruthless Mafia King, but the man beneath. Another roar echoed. She flinches again, and this time he doesn't wait. Taehyung pulls her fully into his arms. Her head rests against his chest. His finger traces through her hair. Taehyung whispers, no one can hurt you here, you, not even the dark, not while I am breathing. Her tremble fades. The rhythm of his heartbeat steadies her. Slowly her eyes close, sleep finding her. Taehyung watches her, the girl who somehow made his violent world quiet. He brushes a strand of hair from her face, thumb gazing her cheek. Taehyung softly to himself, you are trouble, but you are mine. Even the forest knows you belong to me. Outside, the wind picks up. The lion roars again, but he only tightens his arm around her. Taehyung whispers, sleep, sweetheart. As long as I am here, no darkness can touch you. Min's turn to horse. He doesn't sleep. His thumb traces slow circles on her back. The silence between them is fragile, beautiful, dangerous. You stares in her sleep, hand resting over his heart. The innocent gesture makes his pulse escape. Taehyung quietly smiling. You really don't know what you are doing to me. He closes his eyes, peace washing over him. If the world ever turned against him, he did still protect her first. The faint sunlight escaped through the curtains, touching Taehyung's face. Sharp jawline, soft lips, eyes steady open, already open. You sleeps again, his chest, her face buried close. He hadn't slept much, not because of danger, but because of her. He watched her memorizing the peace on her face. Her hair brushes his arm. Her face rests lightly on his shirt. A small smile touches his lips, rare for the Mafia King. You starts blinking at the light. The first thing she sees is him laying close, dark hair, messy, chest rising gently. Her eyes waited, you thinking he's still here beside me. She sits up carefully, trying not to wake him. Taehyung low, calm, so the jungle doesn't seem that scary. This morning, did I? You freeze it. You started. You were awake. He opened his eyes, dark and deep. Taehyung half smart. Maybe, or maybe I just didn't want to move. You look peaceful. Her cheeks flush. She looks away, pretending to fix the blanket. You couldn't go on back to your office. Taehyung is smiling and leave you trembling again. No, sweetheart, I like the sight of you. You confuse what side? Taehyung softly. The one that holds on to me without fear, without thinking. The air between them turns warm, heavy with tension. Neither moves. You quietly stands flustered. I will go get ready. He giggles again, his breath. Taehyung teasing. Sure, but don't run too far. This jungle, listen to me. You glances back, his teasing smile, his lazy confidence, and hurries away. Her heart racing even what he said joined in her mind. Later that morning, the two sat at the long dining table. The silence was thick, the kind that made every small sound feel louder. Taehyung sat at the head of the table, sipping his coffee slowly, eyes fixed on her. You tried her best to ignore him staring down at her plate, but she could feel his gaze. Finally, he broke the silence. Taehyung, last night when you got scared. What about it? His tone was calm, almost playful. I like it. You like it? You like that I was scared? He leaned back his chair, eyes never leaving her. Taehyung, not that you were scared, but you came to me on your own. Her breath catch. You, Taehyung, it was the last time that you touched me without me asking. The first time you chose me. Her cheeks turned crimson. She looked down, unable to meet his eyes. You nervously, I was just scared. Taehyung is smirking slightly. I know, but you still came to me, and you held me that like I was the only safe place you had. He stood up slowly, walked over to where she sat, and leaned down so close that his breath brushed her hair. Taehyung whispered, tell me, was it just fear or something else? Her heart raced uncontrollably. I don't know. He giggled softly, straightening up. Taehyung, that's fine. You will figure it out soon. Before walking away, he looked at her one last time, his eyes softer than usual, yet dangerous on their own way. Taehyung quietly, but remember, you don't have to be scared of the dark anymore. But when I am beside you, you sit frozen long. After he left the room, her heart still echoing his words. The sky outside was restless. Dark clouds gathered over the forest, and within minutes thunder rolled across the night. Rain slammed against the windows of the dark villa, filling the silence with wild rhythms. She hugged herself tighter as the wind howled, shaking the glass. Then she heard footsteps, slow, confident. Taehyung appeared beside her, his black hair half unbuttoned, his hair still a little damp. Even in the dim light, his presence filled the room. His voice broke the sound of thunder. Taehyung, don't be scared, I am here. He gently placed a warm blanket over her shoulders. His touch was soft, careful, a side of him she rarely saw. You small voice, I was not scared. Taehyung titled his head, slightly amused, flicking on his eyes. Taehyung, then why are your hands shaking? She tried to hide them beneath the blanket. You, because it's cold. A faint smile curved his lips. Taehyung, So if I hold them, will you still say that? Before she could reply, his hand slipped under the blanket. Finding hers, his touch was steady and warm, completely opposite of the world he ruled. Outside, another roar of thunder crashing through the air. You flinched and grabbed his hands tightly. Taehyung's gaze softened, his thumb brushing over her skin. Taehyung whispering, I told you no one can hurt you while I am here, not even the storm. Her heartbeat slower, the fear faded, replaced by something else. Something that made her chest edge. He was dangerous, ruthless, yet in his movement, his silence felt like protection. You are always so calm. Doesn't anything scare you? Taehyung quietly. Only one thing. You what? He looked into her eyes. Taehyung, losing something I finally care about. Her heart catched, but before she could say anything, lightly flashed against, illuminating their faces. You could see it how the sight of him, no one else ever did, the part that love quietly, fiercely dangerous. For a few minutes they stayed like that, her wrapped in the blanket, his hand still holding hers, the storm outside slowly fading. Before leaving, he spoke again, his voice deep and low. Taehyung, you shouldn't watch storms alone. You softly, why not? Taehyung faint smile, because storm is still peace, and I'm already trying not to steal you. Her heart skipped a beat. She didn't answer, and maybe she didn't need to. The next morning arrived quietly. The rain had stopped, leaving the forest fresh and bright. Sunlight poured through the wild glass windows, filling the villa with soft warmth. Yu was in the kitchen, her hair dried messily. As she tried to make breakfast for herself, she burned the toast again. Yu groaned softly, I can't even look without running it. A low voice came from behind her. Taehyung off screen, that's because you didn't ask for help. Startled, she turned. Taehyung was standing by the door, his hair slightly tossed, wearing a simple black t-shirt. Somehow, even like this, he looked effortlessly perfect. You, how long have you been there? Taehyung dryly laughed, long enough to know you were about to set the kitchen on fire. You frowning. You could have said something earlier. He stepped closer, taking the spatula from her hand. Taehyung, I just did. Their fingers brushed the small contact, set a tiny jolt through her body. Taehyung began cooking without a word. A smooth, confident movement that made it too easily. You watched quietly, complete, forgetting her frustration. A few minutes later, he placed a plate in front of her. Taehyung, eat. You surprised? You cook for me? Taehyung, lips curling slightly. No, I just saved your breakfast. She laughed a soft, genuine laugh, and for the first time in a long while, Taehyung's heart reached before his mind did. He looked at her, really looked, and something in him melted. Why are you looking at me like that? He leaned slightly closer, his voice dropping. Taehyung quietly, don't smile like that, I might lose control. New eyes within what? Taehyung murmuring, you shouldn't look at me with that softness, it's make me forget who I am. Her breath hitched and she turned away quickly, pretending to eat. Taehyung smiled, stepping back, but his gaze never left her. Taehyung, eat your breakfast before I decide to take it away, you flushes. Why would you do that? Taehyung half smiled, because teasing you is the only thing that keeps me from doing worse. You tried to ignore him, but the corners of her lips curved slightly. He noticed, of course, he noticed everything. For a moment, neither of them spoke. The only sound was the faint hum of the rain outside. The soft clink of her spoon and her heartbeats, calm but not really. Taehyung finally looked away, that rare smile is still on his lips.